Hopefully this wasn't one of my employees drinking before work. Although having to deal with me, I honestly wouldn't blame them. I don't want to be in everybody's here this morning. I'm trying to get my workout in, but noticed a couple problems. We'll address some at muster. One of them, I see people not in the proper uniform. So I don't know if like before muster they come in and like they're in their pajamas or whatever they're doing. But if you could straighten that out, I'd appreciate it. Just, you know what the uniform is. They know what the uniform is. I don't know if they think that nobody's watching before muster and then you're in there planning your day. I'm usually not here at this time, so just straighten that out for me. Thank you, brother. Hopefully this wasn't one of my employees drinking before work. Although having to deal with me, I honestly wouldn't blame them. There you have it. Empty roll of toilet paper. I would say my number one pet peeve. When I see this, and I don't see an empty roll of toilet paper. What I see is that there's somebody within the organization, potentially, that just doesn't give a f***. If I can't rely on the team to even solve this problem, if you're too lazy to even replace a roll of toilet paper, how can I responsibly entrust that you're going to be doing the things that you need to do to ensure that the standards that we have in place at this company are met at all times? How do I know that you're practicing proper food safety protocols and that you're not going to undercook or overcook something, leave something out, to the point where it gets someone sick or potentially kill someone? I mean, honestly, these are all things that go through my mind, and it starts with the very smallest of details and taking pride in things like this. Some people might see that and think, oh, it's not a big deal, whatever. No, it is a big deal. It is a big deal because how you do one thing is how you do all things, and this is definitely going to be addressed this morning at the morning meeting in front of the whole company. We've talked about this time and time again, and we're going to have to make some adjustments because that's clearly becoming a problem. Hey, Sergio, what's up, man? Do you have a new baby yet? Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I was thinking about you last night, man. I was wondering, when did you have it? Right on. Very cool. Every day we do 90 seconds of gratitude. We just take a moment of silence and just think about everything, everybody, and all the things about our lives, past or present, that we have to be grateful for. So. Yeah, I got a couple things.
Guys, first of all, just to add to Connor's point, the food has been awesome this week. The last couple weeks, this week especially, I personally received a lot of feedback on there. So thank you for taking the extra time and making sure that the menus are up to par despite things being a little chaotic. I really appreciate that, guys. Yeah. On a different note, I came in this morning to start my day off strong, getting a workout in. Wanted to do some functional stuff. Came out here, it was raining, perfect. I had to use the restroom, walked in there, and to my dismay, I saw an unreplaced roll of toilet paper. Now, this is probably the 3,784th time that I've brought this up, but I want to just once again reiterate the fact that those things are important, guys. The details are important. The pride that you take in everything within this organization is important. And when I go in there and I see a roll of toilet paper that's unreplaced, in my head, I'm not thinking about a roll of toilet paper. I'm thinking there's someone in here that doesn't give a shit, that doesn't care. Somebody that could possibly turn a blind eye or look the other way if there's some food that wasn't properly stored, right? That food that wasn't prepared that could possibly get someone sick. Possibly somebody on the logistics team that didn't take the time to, review a checklist to make sure we're not sending somebody something they're allergic to, something that could possibly put them in the hospital or potentially kill them. Or guys, there's people in here that have access to a lot of credit card numbers, right? Like if you can't even solve the problem of replacing a roll of toilet paper, how can we entrust in you that you're gonna secure clients' confidential credit card information? These are the type of things I need you guys to all be thinking about. The pride that you take in the small details, in the little things, ultimately is gonna determine how far you go, not just here, but in life. So this is something that I feel I've talked about enough. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. If you don't replace a roll of toilet paper, it's gonna be a 2-strike policy, okay? The first time, you're gonna have to clean the bathrooms for 30 days, twice a day. Immaculate, to my inspection standards. The second time, you're just not gonna be here. And that's just the way it's gonna be, okay? These things are important, guys, and as soon as you stop resisting that and accept that, I promise you, your circumstances and that of your team will evolve immensely. We need everybody within this organization, from the person whose first day it might be, up to my level, looking out for these things. Because these little things represent things on a much higher scale. We did not get where we are today by looking the other way when problems occurred, regardless of how big or small. Is everybody clear on that? Sir. So, guys, on a more positive note, John had alluded to the fact that yesterday we shut down early, okay? And I want to make sure everybody understands why we did that. As everybody here knows, we have an independent consultant in here to help us regulate our food safety, our organization, and our standards. And Bob has been, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob has been a huge help in the time that he's been here. Yesterday, he discovered that some food hadn't been properly cooled enough to start plating, and John made the call to shut things down. It was a tough call, but it was the right call. We can't compromise standards, guys, no matter what. So although it did set us back theoretically, we did have to adjust the schedule a little bit. It was the right thing to do because now we know that our clients are going to get exactly what it is they're paying for, and there's no risk involved. Today we have an opportunity to catch up. John has a game plan to make that happen, and I thought to sweeten the deal a little bit, to incentivize you guys to move the needle and see to it that tomorrow you enter the day exactly where you intended in the beginning of the week, that we do a little friendly competition. The last 3 hours of the day, make sure you have 2 4-man lines. That's very, very important that you do that, all right? We need to make sure that each line every hour knows exactly how many meals they produce. All right, you guys are gonna go head to head. So make sure they're evenly stacked, and it'll be $100 an hour to each team. So you guys have 3 hours. The winning team, hopefully you guys go in there and get after it and one team sweeps. I wouldn't let that happen, but it is what it is. $100 an hour split up between the winning team. We're teams, as it were.
You guys need any help on the line?
Yeah, I'll clear my schedule.
No.
Now, are you going to be running?
But I think for the most productivity, for everybody to get involved, have a little friendly competition, it would be good, John, to see as many people involved so we can actually see how it's supposed to go. And get to where we need to be. All right? There's nothing wrong with some friendly competition, guys, and you know, sweeten the deal a little bit, put a little financial incentive in there, and just make sure you guys are maintaining standards and you know, not compromising quality. All right?
Make sure we're getting the QA logs logged on those meals as well. And let's get this done.
Yeah, that part's important, right? Like we have to know at the end of the hour who did what, so we, you know, can award the winners appropriately. And that'll happen at the end of today, guys. So make sure you have your information in a row so we can get you guys taken care of. All right, that's all I got.